In this video, we'll look at drawing Venn diagrams. This question comes from page 271, number 4 in your textbook. There's a survey of television viewers at what time they watch the news. Let's write down the information. 40% watch the news at 12 o'clock. 60% watch the news at 18 o'clock, which is 6 o'clock. 50% watch the news at 23 o'clock, which is the same as 11 p.m. 25% watch the news, forgot an S here, at 12 and 18. 20% watch the news at 12 and 23. 20% watch the news. I'm just reading these out of the textbook. If you're wondering where this is coming from, it's just data given in the textbook. And then the last statistic is 10% watch all three. Okay, so let's start by saying let A represent the percentage who watch the news at 12 o'clock. And let B represent the percentage who watch the news at 18 o'clock. And let's let C represent the percentage who watch the news at 23 o'clock. And let's draw a Venn diagram. Nice big Venn diagram. We'll draw 3 circles, making sure that they overlap and that there's an overlap in the middle. This is going to be my S, my sample space. It's everybody. And this will be my A circle, my B, my C. You don't have to put circles around them if you don't want. I did. I'm also going to label them the 12 here, just so I remember. This is the 12 o'clock people, this is the 18 o'clock people, and these are the 23 o'clock people. We're going to start from the inside out. That is 10% watch all three, which means 10% are right in the middle here doing all 3 circles. And then I'll work backwards. 20% watch the news at 6 o'clock and 11 o'clock p.m. So those are my 18 and 23 people. That means in here I should have 20%. I already have 10 here, which means another 10% are just in this space here. Same sort of work here. 20% watch the news at 12 o'clock and 23 o'clock. So that's between here and here. There's supposed to be 20%. I already have 10 in here, which means another 10 just in here. And 25% watch the news at 12 o'clock and at 18 o'clock. That's in here. Since it's 25 this time, it should have 25 total here, which means this is 15. Now go back to this one. 50% watch the news at 23 o'clock. So this whole bubble should be 50%. I already have 10, 10, and 10, that's 30. So 20% are just in this part here. 60% watch the news at 18 o'clock. So this whole thing should be 60. This is 10, 20, so that's a total of 35. What's left over from 60 is 25. And then this last piece here, 40% should be watching the news here. I have 10, 20, this is a total of 35. That means 5% are in here. The last thing to do is to check if anyone is in the sample space outside of all 3. So this is 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 95. I just added all these in my head. You can use your calculator. Everything in here is 95, which means there's 5 people, or 5% I should say, outside of all those options. All of that was just to draw the Venn diagram. Now let's answer the questions. What percent of those surveyed watch at least one of the programs? That's add up everything in the middle here. And I just did that. So 95% watch at least one. B. What percent watch none of the news broadcasts? Again, I added up everything inside here and got 95 out of 100%, which means 5% watch None. C. What percent watch the news at 12 o'clock and 18 o'clock? So where's that? Here's 12, 18. So they watch the news at 12 and 18, but not 23. So I want in between 12 and 18, but not 23. And so that should be 15%. That is, 15% of the people watch the news at 12 and they're in the 18 bubble, but they're not in the 23 bubble. Which is 12 o'clock and 18 o'clock. D. What percent view only one of these shows? So if they're only viewing one of the shows, they have to be just in here, that's just A, or 12 o'clock, and just in here, that's just B, or 18 o'clock, or just in here, that's C, or 23 o'clock. So that's 5, 25 is 30. I just add that in my head, I get 50% watch only one. Notice the difference between this question, only one, versus at least one in A. And the last question, E, says, what percent view exactly two of these shows? Exactly two of these shows means not one of the shows, that's these three numbers, and not three of these shows, that's the number right here. So exactly two means this, plus this, plus this. What's 10 plus 10 plus 15? 35%. Watch exactly two. So a Venn diagram is useful for sorting and viewing information and answering questions about that information.